Honourable Member for Bulolo.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker. My question is directed to the Minister for State-Owned Enterprise. Mr. Speaker, we have the SME Credit Scheme of 200 million kina starting in 2019 till to current. My people of Bulolo district are more dependent on alluvial gold operations, agriculture, and PMV trucks. Mr. Speaker, can the good minister advise, number one, if the National Development Bank, or NDB, is allocated funds for lending to each district or province? Number two, my district has no NDB office, and can they open a branch as it serves Minyama, Wawaria, and Kaintiba, also Marawaka, and part of the Huon Gulf? Number three, if the people of Bulolo and others throughout the country are eligible for NDB, SME loans, as we are not seeing it on the ground. And finally, number four, could NDB have specific loan tailored to alluvial mining under the SME Credit Scheme? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Minister for State Enterprise.
Thank you, Mr. Acting Speaker. I'd like to thank the very good member for Bulolo for this important question. Mr. Acting Speaker, the Marawi government recognized the importance of SMEs in the economic development of our country, and it quite rightly and correctly allocated 200 million kina in its budget 2 years ago. And of that 200 million kina, 100 million was allocated to the Bank of South Pacific to provide us a guarantee to encourage that bank to go down the path of helping us and to provide loans to SMEs as well as other Papuan-owned businesses. And from that, the balance of 100 million, 20 million kina was allocated to the Department of Commerce, where on a number of occasions during those times, at least 1 million kina was given to most of the electorates who requested for to help them with the SME programs. And of the balance of 80 million, that money was allocated to the NDB. And NDB then came out and quite clearly in the media set out the guidelines for our people to follow when applying for loans. Mr. Acting Speaker, we must all understand that when the bank says it will lend money to the people on their part also have to meet the requirements. Nothing is free in life. And the government had honorable intentions and allocated 80 million kina, especially for SMEs, including our people of the autonomous region of Bougainville. There was a specific allocation for those operating SMEs in that part of our country. And as long as our people are able to follow the guidelines, they can be able to access those funds. I'm advised by the CEO of NDB that the 80 million kina was allocated right throughout the country and that they have run out of those funds. And it is now up to us in this government, in this parliament, to make sure that we then, in the next budget, allocate more money for our people. It is not only the function of myself as minister or the prime minister to allocate money. This is something that we all have to work together and ensure that we allocate enough money for our people. In response to the question of whether money can be allocated for alluvial mining, Mr. Acting Speaker, also SMEs. And the idea of SMEs is to ensure that, idea of assisting SMEs is to ensure that money is allocated to all our Papuans who are involved in all sectors of business, including alluvial mining. And there is nothing stopping our landowners from trying to have access to funds to be used for alluvial mining. So when there are funds that are available, we can all encourage them to apply for and ensure that our people get the help in terms of loans. So there is no specific provision for alluvial mining business people to be allocated money, but the money is meant for our people who are involved in the general SMEs. So I understand also, Mr. Acting Speaker, that the NDB has some internal funds from its savings, which is now allocated to continue to help fund our people. So I am sure there is money there. It is a matter of our people making sure that they approach the bank reps. Unfortunately, NDB will not be present in every center of this country. It is present in those specific areas, and our people must make the effort to travel there themselves and apply for the loan. And if they qualify for the loan, there should be nothing stopping them from benefiting from those funds. Mr. Acting Speaker, thank you.